Good morning, welcome to Furry and Spoil. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to get your dog to behave by using your energy. Now, dogs can't talk. The only way they have to communicate with us is through energy. And I know it all sounds a little bit, a little bit hippy dippy, but trust me, it really works. If you think about it, they can't talk. So how are they supposed to know anything in life? And that goes for communicating with each other or communicating with us. And so they use energy and body language. That's how they understand what happens. And so using your energy is really important. It's a really, really good way. It's the only way really to get your dog to behave in the way that you want. And using your energy is how you communicate to him what they want, what you want them to do. So I'm just going to go through it with you. And I can really understand if you're thinking there is no way you can get a dog to behave by using your energy. And I really understand why you wouldn't believe it. But trust me, it is. It's the way that a dog communicates with you. So energy comes as a result of what you're thinking. And you absolutely cannot trick it. What you're thinking, what you're feeling inside is the energy that you put out. And no one is better at knowing that energy than dogs. Something that's really important to mention here is energy that affects dogs isn't just the energy of the people that look after the dogs. It's also the energy of anybody that's in your household. Now, little Harry that we're looking at here, he is a real classic example of, he picks up on energies particularly well. And sometimes we'll be out walking and somebody will come up to us and I don't particularly pick up on anything bad, but he will start barking at them and I just know they've got bad energy and move on. He's getting himself settled here after his walk. He's going to have a settle now in the sunshine. So it's really important that if you're the person that maybe looks after the dog the most, be really, really aware of anybody in your household that has a bad energy. Now, I know you can't control other people's energies, but it's something you really need to be aware of. And I think something that, where this really is highlighted, think about in your workplace. So where I used to work, it was a lovely, relaxed office, really, really nice sort of energy to it. And there was this one woman, and she was horrible, really, really horrible lady. And she used to sit right down the other end of the office. And she'd come in, she wouldn't say hello to anybody, but she was just nasty. She did speak to you, it was basically to be horrible to you. And the second she walked in, the whole energy in the whole office changed. It was a really long office. The rest of us were really calm and relaxed. But she would walk in and that whole energy would change. Negative energy is incredibly powerful. And keeping your energy in check not only is what your dogs need, but it's going to do you so much good. Now, your energy will make your dog feel safe if you get it right. And the kind of energy that you're aiming for is a very calm energy, but an energy that's also very in charge. Not in a shouty way, not in a negative way. It's calm and in charge. And your dog needs that. Your dog needs to know that you are in charge. And your energy will portray that. If you're feeling... Now, I know that there are times when if you've got a dog that's misbehaving, or a puppy, say, it's not always easy to stay calm. And I know that. I know it can be easy to get a little bit ratty with them. But you've really got to work at staying calm, because for a dog to behave, they've got to listen to you. For them to listen to you, they have to respect your energy. They are only going to respect your energy if they believe that you are the pack leader. I'm going to do a whole separate video on being a pack leader, but for this video, for your dogs to behave, they need to listen to you. For them to listen to you, they've got to believe you're the pack leader. For them to believe you're the pack leader, you've got to have a calm and nice, firm energy. If you don't have that, then they're not going to believe you're a pack leader, because if you're They have to feel safe, and for them to feel safe, they have to believe that you've got this all under control. Whatever threat comes to the house, you've got it under control. You can provide shelter, food, water for them, and to portray that to your dog, you have to have a calm energy. And what's really important to remember, and I'm going to say this again, is you can't pretend. So it's no good feeling really angry inside or really anxious inside, but thinking that, well, because you're sounding calm, your dog's going to believe you're calm, because your dog isn't. Your dog knows the true energy, and the true energy comes from what you're feeling inside. So calm, firm commands, real leadership, really show them leadership. And it will also, if you really work on being calm but in charge, that's going to make you feel so much better about everything. If you're shouting at a dog, that dog is just going to read your energy, and your energy is going to be angry. And they're not, no leader in the real, so in the wolves, let's go say to wolves, no pack leader in the wolves is angry. They're calm, they're in charge. If you ever watch them, like if you YouTube it and you watch an alpha male in the wolf pack, incredibly calm, incredibly in charge, and it makes the whole pack, oh look at him, bless him, it makes the whole pack feel really safe. And that's what you've got to do. So you've got to feel calm, and you've got to feel capable. If your dog's really misbehaving and you're not winning, you're not going to feel capable at all. And so you've got to get yourself calm and just think to yourself, what do I want the dog to do? So think calmly, what do you want the dog to do? You've got to give really clear instruction to the dog, really, really calm manner. So if the dog is barking, first of all, you've got to get yourself calm. Then you've got to look, why is the dog barking? Show the dog. So supposing a dog's barking at the front door and you just ignore him, or you just stay in another room and you're shouting, stop it, stop it, stop it. The dog's thinking, well, you're not in charge, are you? Because you didn't come and check that it was safe. So get up really calmly. Even if you're feeling mad, get yourself calm. Go and have a look at, even if you know what they're barking at and you know it's not a threat, the dog doesn't know that. You've got to show the dog that you're in charge. So go and look at the door, look at the threat, turn around to the dog, calmly say thank you for letting me know, but it's okay. And then usher the dog away from the door and into the room. If you want to get him into his bed or up on the sofa or wherever, so he can settle down, calmly do that, but really clear, calm instruction. Now, if your dog's really misbehaving, it's completely off the chart, you've lost it, giving any kind of instruction won't work, because he's not going to be listening to you. The first thing you've got to work at is calm. Are you feeling calm? And I can bet you if your dog's really misbehaving, then you're not. So you've got to really get yourself calm. So deep breathing, just make yourself feel really calm. I want to tell you about two situations recently with me where my energy wasn't good, and I'm going to show you the effects it had on the dog. So we, for years, the whole of Harry's life, lived somewhere quite rural, and fireworks and bonfire night just really weren't a problem at all. Look at him falling asleep. Then we moved here, and it's much more built up, and I just completely underestimated how bad firework night was going to be. I wasn't prepared for it at all. I didn't think it would, just didn't cross my mind that it would be this bad, and it was absolutely astounding how many fireworks there were. It was really, really bad. And Harry got really stressed, and because I wasn't prepared for it, my energy was stressed. I was stressed because I was concerned about him barking. Because I was stressed, he was stressed, and we just got into a really bad, vicious circle of a whole load of stress. And the fireworks went on for a good few days, which was kind of a blessing, because it meant that I had time to have a word with myself, get my energy sorted out, get myself prepared, put a plan in place for the next evening, and be calm. And there was no question about it that the calmer I got, the calmer Harry got. But it just shows you that if your energy is bad, dogs completely feed off that. Now, this firework coming up, I don't know if you've seen, but I've done a video about how to stop dogs having problems with firework, and I found a way on YouTube, and I'm trying it out with popping paper. It's going so well. I've really got high hopes for this. But because I've planned it and I'm prepared, my energy will be nice and calm and okay for this bonfire night, and that will help Harry out no end. But another time really recently which really struck me was we had some builders come to the house, and it was completely unexpected. Something came up with the house that needed working on. We didn't see it coming, completely unexpected. I would never have just done building work and been here with the boys, but it just completely happened, really unexpected. So we had 2 weeks of the builders in, and because it was such an emergency job, we couldn't get the good builders because the good builders were all taken, and we ended up with a right bunch of cowboys, and everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong, and it was really stressful. And as much as I tried to keep myself calm, I didn't do a very good job of it, really. I was very, very frustrated inside, and I was trying really hard. And even though my husband dealt with all the builders and that, so I could take the dogs away and be calm with them, it was still a very stressful time, even though I was trying really hard. And on the sort of looking at it, the boys didn't seem that stressed by it, or not too bad. But the day that really hit me was the day after they'd all gone, and that was it, done, finished, all done, no one was coming back, gone. I noticed that Albert, this little dog that we're looking at here, he's my little 9-year-old, and he's got autism. He kept looking at the front door all the time. He was up on the back of the sofa all the time looking at the front door, and I was upset by it, because why is he still doing it? There's no one else coming back now. It's over, it's finished. Why is he still upset? And then I realised I was still feeling anxious inside, and I still had this sort of feeling about it, like expecting somebody to come round. And it annoyed me, because I was like, well, it's your fault, isn't it? That's why Albert is being like it, because you're still holding the feeling that people are coming round. So I took myself off into another room, had a very firm word with myself, and realised that it was ridiculous to still feel like that. It was over. And I got rid of all my negative energy. I completely calmed down. I was grateful. I was relaxed. It was all finished. There was no more builders coming. And immediately Albert got off the back of the sofa, cuddled up on the sofa, and went fast asleep, and didn't show any anxious behaviour again. And I already knew energy was really incredibly important, but that really showed me there and then that energy is so important. And you can think you're okay, but actually when you actually proper have a think about how you're actually feeling, you're actually not, and you are actually feeling some anxiety. It's amazing how you can just feel anxious and not really realise it until you really properly look. Dogs are such a great thing for just keeping us nice and calm and nice and relaxed. And in some ways it's so incredibly easy to sort out our energy and help our boys and help our dogs. But on the other side of it, it's actually really hard to keep your energy in check, because life's tough. Life can be it's tough, and there's no question about it. Life is tough, and to keep yourself nice and calm all the time is practically impossible. But there's no question about it. It definitely helps your dogs if you can stay calm, but make them feel safe by you acting, or don't act anyway, but you showing them that you're in charge. If you don't feel like you're in charge, then you need to work on that. Just think about it. You feed yourself, you give yourself drink, you keep yourself safe. You can provide that for your dog, and you can be that leader. Now, I am going to do a video about being a pack leader, because there are massively it's about energy and behaviour, but there are actual things you can that you actually should do, that dogs in a pack, they'll be reading it. So dogs are constantly at all times assessing who's the leader of the pack, and at any point that can change. And there are really, really clear things like who walks through doorways first. If you let your dog walk through a doorway first, you're saying to that dog, so if you do that first thing in the morning, you're saying to that dog, I'm not up for being pack leader today. And that can cause incredible insecurities in a dog, and that could make behaviour, they can make them extra barky, extra whiny, a little bit agitated, if they don't feel that you're in charge of the pack. But I'm going to do a separate video on that, because it definitely needs its own time. But that is just a little video about energy, and I know that some of you will be like, yeah, whatever. Please try it. Next time your dog's misbehaving, have a look into yourself and have a think about how you are behaving, how are you feeling. It's all about how you're feeling, because how you're feeling is exactly what the dog knows. And don't for 1 second think you can trick your dog. You can't. They know. And the other thing is, a dog might not. So if you're feeling anxious and you think you're just a little bit, even if you're just a little bit feeling anxious, but you don't think you're showing it, and you don't think your dog's showing it, you'll be surprised how much your dog is feeling that, even though he's not necessarily showing it. It's a really interesting subject once you sort of get into it all, but it really massively comes from I'd really say go into YouTube and watch like a pack of wolves, and how the energy in that pack of wolves is. And something else that's really important is, if you've got a wolf in a pack and the energy is bad from that wolf, the alpha, either male or female, will go and sort that wolf out, because they don't want that energy in their pack. They don't want it in there. And it's really the same with us. We shouldn't want any bad energy in our pack. So if you're doing a really cracking job at keeping your energy intact and producing a really lovely calm environment for your dogs, but somebody keeps coming into your house and their energy is rubbish, you need to sort that out, because that's not fair on you, it's not fair on your dogs, and it will, it will disrupt you all. Anyway, that's that. So thank you very much for watching. I'm on Instagram and Twitter if you want to pop over there, say hello. Hashtag Furry and Spoil. Everything's under Furry and Spoil. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you have a really lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.